Welcome to Game 5 of Round 1 against the Nashville Predators, and with both Thatcher Demko and Casey DeSmith still sidelined with injuries, rookie Arturs Silovs was starting in net for the second game in a row, and I'm just gonna say it right now, this kid is good. But I'll get to that later because Nils Big Hog Hoglander came out swinging his hog, and so did Elias the Alien Pettersson. Here's a little save by Šilovs, followed by some big-brained rebound control. Nice. Here's another hog blow. To start the game, the Canucks were doing a great job controlling the play and keeping the puck in the offensive zone, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Meanwhile, any chance mustered up by the Predators was snuffed out by Šilovs, who just kept getting better with every shot he faced. Then, Filip Hronek almost got a pass through to Pius Suter, who was waiting on the doorstep, but Nashville defender Jeremy Lauzon got his glove on it and deflected it away. Then, Šilovs made another nice save, proving once again the Canucks goaltending is not going to be a problem in the playoffs. Then JT Miller got called for hooking, giving the Predators a power play late in the period, but thanks to this clear by Teddy Blueger, Ian Cole standing Jason Zucker up at the blue line, freeing the puck up for Ilya Mikheyev to dump down the ice, and then this clear by Blueger, the Canucks killed it off. Still 0-0 heading into the second period. Now, I just want to pause real quick to mention that this video is sponsored by me! The new episode of the Nuckhead Podcast, where I had the privilege of interviewing Canuck legend Brendan Morrison, is out now. You can listen to it by clicking the link at the top of this video's description, but don't do it now. I'll remind you later in the video. Back to the game. The start of the second period was clearly time to shine for Šilovs because the Predators came out hungry and he was making some big saves to keep the score tied at 0. In Šilovs we trust. Then Connor Garland, who's been somewhat quiet this series, made some great plays that led to 2 dangerous scoring chances for Elias Lindholm, but UC Saros and the Predators stood strong. Then, watch this. Nikita Zadorov got called for cross-checking Filip Forsberg, and it's a penalty, but it's also the playoffs, and what you really don't like to see is Forsberg potentially overselling the call here. I'm sure it hurt, but did it hurt that much? I don't know. I can only speculate. I don't watch enough Predators hockey to know if selling a call is out of character for Forsberg or not, so I'm not going to say what I think because I just don't know. However, he was able to participate in the power play just a few seconds later, so I don't know. Here's what Zadorov had to say about it.
Such a
No, not that. Sorry. Here's what he said after the game.
Trying to find the worst, you don't get fined 25,000 here, but everybody saw it, I think. It's obviously the players responsible for what they do on the ice, but also there's few other people on the ice, they have to be responsible for it too. And it's a Stanley Cup playoffs, it can happen.
But hey, it didn't even matter because thanks to this clear by Lindholm and this block by Petey, the Canucks completed their 17th penalty kill in a row, allowing Zadorov to murder Ryan McDonagh seconds after exiting the box. Still 0-0. Now, it's no secret that Pettersson has been struggling this series, but Game 5 was one of his stronger performances and hopefully an indication of what's to come. Here he is setting up a 2-on-1 for Mikheyev and Hoglander, and while they didn't quite capitalize on it, it did lead to the Canucks' first power play of the night. Classic Petey. However, it kind of looked like Vancouver took a page out of Nashville's power play book because they couldn't even find a way to gain the zone to set up. And just like that, the teams were back to even strength. But Petey came right back out and drew another penalty. See how quickly he got up after taking that cross-check? He's tough as nails. And this time, the Canucks power play looked the same as the last one. They lost an offensive zone face-off and Nashville cleared it. Besser tried to pass it to the middle and it deflected out of play. They did get set up for a brief moment this time, but when Hughes went to shoot it, Colin Smith blocked it, and again, the teams were back to even strength, still tied 0-0 well over halfway through the game, and at that point, both teams were understandably pretty frustrated. The Canucks killed off their 18th penalty in a row, and then just a couple minutes into the third period, Pettersson had a glorious chance to end his goal drought and open the scoring, but he couldn't get it past the sprawling Dante Fabro. Now, I need to highlight this moment because not only is it incredible, but it's a great example of how lethal this Canucks offense can be. First, Hughes rings the puck around the boards to Besser. Then, Besser delivers a beautiful backhand saucer pass right to the tape of a streaking JT Miller. Then after entering the zone, Miller cuts back at the face-off dot and passes it up high back to Hughes. Then Hughes feathers a little pass to Besser, who one-touches it right to the stick of Pius Suter, who redirects the puck right into the post. In the span of just 10 seconds, Vancouver moved the puck from behind their own net all the way up the ice and within inches of crossing the goal line. But here's what's really wild about that play. Mere seconds after the Canucks used teamwork to create a scoring chance that they couldn't quite capitalize on, Zadorov wanted to give it another try, but all on his own, so he grabbed the puck, skated it up ice himself, and sniped it past Saros like he was Austin Matthews or something. The roof damn near blew off the building when that puck hit the mesh. When it went in, fluids came out. Big Zed came in clutch, 1-0 Nucks. Šilovs made another big stop, but then Dakota Joshua got called for boarding Luke Evangelista, and No, you know what? I'm not going to complain about the refs. Every team has to deal with the occasional bad call, and every team benefits from the occasional bad call. And hey, I'm not even calling that a bad call. And I won't even talk about the goal that Nashville ended up scoring on the ensuing power play and how it may or may not have been goalie interference, but it wasn't obvious or clear enough for Tocchet to challenge confidently, ending the Canucks' penalty-killing streak at 18 and tying the game 1-1. Instead, I'm going to show you the clutch save Saros made on a breakaway for Boeser, and the one he made on Garland after a bad giveaway in the Preds' defensive zone, and the one he made on Pettersson here. The Canucks were getting their chances, but so were the Preds. McDonough missed a wide open net here, and with less than 10 minutes in the game, that could have been the winning goal.
A few moments later.
Fires it up high. Carry back, score! And the Predators have a 2-1 lead!
The Predators scored, Boeser had a late chance, but Saros got his skate on it. The Preds took Game 5 by a score of 2-1, dodging elimination and extending the series to a 6th game that will take place in Nashville tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. All right, here's a clip from my podcast with Brendan Morrison. This is right after I asked him what kind of injuries he had to play through during his career.
I'm just trying to think if there's one particular one that stands out, but I don't remember anything being too gruesome, just pucks to the face or high sticks when guys lose teeth are always ugly. I had my teeth go through my bottom part of my lip, and yeah, that's not fun.
It's funny hearing you say you don't think, you can think of anything too gruesome after saying your teeth went through your lips.
I know, right?
If you want to hear the full episode, click the top link in the description of this video, and guys, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He provides great analysis for each Canucks game, and I highly recommend you go check it out. Subscribe and leave a comment saying Nuckhead sent you. Thanks to these Nuckheads for supporting what I do by clicking the join button. Thank you for watching. I'll see you Saturday. Bye.
What did you think of JT's practice jersey at the start?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's good. Loose guys. I think it was Artie's. I think that's Artie's. Is that his golf shirt or something? What is that? Yeah, I think it was his dress shirt. Yeah. Oof.